front office execs here in the building. Representatives from every NBA team on hand to check this action out.
And that can obviously put a lot of pressure on these young guys. But, of course, performing when there is pressure is a big part of what they're hoping to be paid to do. So we'll get a chance here today to see who rises to the top.
Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. And, guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Burke?
Well, he's really a do-it-all point guard offensively. He can shoot from the outside, penetrate, makes good decisions, whether on the drive and kick or in the pick and roll.
Yeah, I like him. Because of his shooting ability and his smart. He's a guy who thinks the game. He's more athletic than you think. He has tremendous ability to shoot it off the dribble, and that makes it tough to deal with him, especially when he's involved in pick and rolls. And he does a nice job of keeping defenses off balance.
Well, guys, how about the anticipation for this year's rookie showcase? When you look in the stands, the celebrities, the stars are everywhere. You got press, scouts, GMs, and then you add in the players and the fans. I mean, the buildup and the excitement for this exact game, where so much is riding on the performance of these young and talented players. I've been looking forward to this for a while.
Me too, Steve. You can really feel the buzz in the air. I mean, people have been talking about the players and what's to come of the upcoming draft, and there's an awful lot to be excited about this time of year.
And, you know, when you look back to last year, guys, we got to see Anthony Davis, Damian Lillard, Bradley Beal. I mean, you're talking about some elite talent that entered the NBA for the 2012-13 season in last year's showcase.
You're talking about guys that really entered the league with a bang. I mean, you got to add in Jared Sullinger to the list because he was productive, but also he and I share the same college matriculation, the Ohio State University. And what a great rookie year we saw from Dion Waiters. And, you know, there was a time when it might have been hard to get all the top prospects in one gym together to go head-to-head.
Yeah, fortunately, those days are in the past. And for those of us who love the game, it's really such a treat to see these young players come out and compete.
Well, he did enough there. He made it a two-possession game, at least.
Carter Williams dishes to Bennett. He's against Zeller. The 11-footer, and that one's good.
And the word coming is this guy can flat out score.
Well, he's shown just that, putting points up in a hurry. Anthony Bennett, a freshman power forward out of UNLV. He wasn't expected to play here at the rookie showcase after undergoing left shoulder surgery, but I guess his rehab is ahead of schedule.
Here's Muhammad, and no good, trying to use the glass. The Elite's leading. Here's Reddick. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him two chances at the free throw line here. Clark back to Bennett. Another top prospect out of Canada. He grew up in Toronto.
Well, I tell you, Canada has actually produced some outstanding players here recently. Tristan Thompson, Andrew Nicholson, Kelly Olynyk, all young Canadian players, not to mention the likely #1 pick next year. And when you talk about upside, Bennett is the guy who has that.
Now, here's Bennett. He dishes it to Carter Williams. Five on the clock. He kicks it to McLemore. Shot denied. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Elites leading by 3. Burke kicks to Oladipo. Now the feed to Burke. Passes it to Reddick. Low block shot. Uses the glass to drop it in.
Really nice work inside there. He'll always give you a battle on the interior, guys.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones. A long time without a basket.
I got to find something. You're right. McLemore, the pass to Carter Williams. And it ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Muhammad dishes to Len. 6 to shoot. The Stars need to get off a shot.
They've done a terrific job rebounding here so far, allowing no second chance points.
And it's the Elite's ball. Burke with it. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Fires from the line. No good. And it's the Stars the other way. And McLemore kicks to left. He feeds it to Bennett. The dish now to Carter Williams. Carter Williams off the pick from Bennett. 6 on the shot clock. Carter Williams. It's good on the putback.
Smooth, guys. Very good job there of getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
And you know, those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes as much as any single play in a game.
Yeah, they really can't. I mean, they can't allow him to beat them to so many of those offensive rebounds. That'll kill you.
Here's Burke after the made shot from left. Burke the pass to Redmond. Lets it go from 14. Green for 2 points. Red Hot's got 6. Now here's Carter Williams. Kicks it to Bennett. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It goes on Cody Zeller. And Clark, you're right. They've done a great job of cleaning up the misses. And Noel kicks to Larkin. Tries from 16. And good on the basket. Cook it. And the Elites lead by 6.
Now they've settled into a pretty nice groove here offensively in the second quarter.
Yeah, I like the way they picked up the pace shooting the ball. I mean, the field goal percentage upwards of 50% now.
Red Hot, he's in at small forward. Noel is out there with Cody Zeller. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the shooting guard. That's the group in the game right now for the Elites.
And you know, by the way, guys, I love the fact that this game is being held right here in New York. Talk about being the center of the media universe.
Well, Steve, I even saw some cameras flashing before the game taking pictures of you, my friend. You've reached celebrity rock star status, even in your understated way, man. Unbelievable. And really, New York is the mecca for all things big. We know that. And the way the NBA has grown in popularity over the last few years and decades, no shortage of opportunities to get to learn about the league and what all of the teams are doing to try to up their chances for success in the upcoming season.
And the call will be against Red Hot. That's his first foul.
Looked to me like the defender didn't get squared up and get his feet set.
Good work by the officials. A nice call. That play can be tough to judge sometimes.
And that one's good.
In this game, for the players, an exciting moment.
That's right, Clark. And I'll tell you what, it doesn't get a lot of attention outside this gym, but for these young men, the importance of these games, absolutely enormous.
Here's Red Hot after the made shot from McLemore. Here's Red Hot. Not enough on that one as it misses.
You know, that mid-range jump shot is not his strong suit, even when he gets a good look like that.
Mohamed with it. Now guarded by Red Hot. Carter Williams dishes the land. And the rebound goes to the Elites. Here's Red Hot. It's good. And there's a block called on the play. He'll get one free throw.
Good job there, recognizing the mismatch and then just going straight up with the shot. He's got a major height advantage.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Elites?
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And the other thing they're doing is forcing a lot of turnovers, and that's helping them to get easy points at the other end.
Now, here's Bennett. 12 points for him. Good on the shot. Bennett's got 14 points.
This is exactly what you'd expect from a player of his caliber.
Well, he's putting these scouts on notice. I mean, he's for real. There's no question about that.
Red Hot. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there.
Michael Carter Williams.
Ridiculous move. Tore it down that time. Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for the Elites. The shot's good from Red Hot.
And he's managing to do what everyone hopes to do, and that's really demonstrate his talent.
Yeah, it's been a good showing for him. A lot of pressure in a game like this, but it seems to have brought out the best in him.
Now here's McLemore. Down low. The jump hook, and that one's good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint.
Here's Red Hot. He's got 11. There's the bucket. Good. Red Hot's got 13.
You know, I think he's opened some eyes with his performance out here.
Yeah, not one of the really big names here, but I think he's playing well.
Now McLemore. Knocked away. And stolen by Noel. Here's Red Hot, defended by Bennett. Here's Red Hot. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. That's on Anthony Bennett.
Take a look at what Red Hot's been doing. 13 points, and he's blocked a shot today as well.
He showed off how intelligent he is defensively. He understands where the ball is, where players are, what's happening in front of them.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Bennett. And here is Carter Williams. And McLemore kicks to Carter Williams. Five to shoot. Pass to Muhammad. From deep. They grab their own miss. Carter Williams kicks to Muhammad. Feeds to Carter Williams. Now the pass to Muhammad. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
And, you know, when you talk about this showcase game, the question is always, how much should GMs weigh this single game versus a player's entire body of work?
And I've sat in that chair, Clark, and I think the entire body of work is important. You can't, as a scout or GM, you can't let one game really determine your opinion of a player.
Chang, he's checked in for the Stars. And so that brings the first half to a close. Elites lead by 15. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. Welcome back in the first half in the books for the Champs Rookie Showcase. What a great event, and what a night for these young prospects still raring to go.
Well, an exciting first half of basketball now in the books.
Yeah, they're really putting on a show and rising to the occasion so far. You know, one of the things I noticed this year on my way into the big event here is all the glitz and the glamour. I mean, the arena's decked out. You got vendors outside, the limousines with all the celebrities coming to attend. Tell you what, I'm just glad I'm wearing my best outfit because otherwise I wouldn't have fit in very well.
Boy, you look sharp, buddy. You are as sharp as they come. And as we were talking earlier on, the paparazzi and all those other folks making their way out. And because they're here, this has become one of their key events of the year here in New York. And that's saying a lot considering all that goes on in the Big Apple.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for the Stars. Bennett is up there with Len. Then it's Carter Williams. Then there's Muhammad. And it's McLemore in at the shooting guard position. Oladipo, the pass to Burke. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
And it's great to see all the best and the brightest young prospects in one place going at it 5-on-5.
Yeah, there's only so much you can really gather from shooting drills and running through cones. Nothing beats the real thing, that's for sure.
Carter Williams kicks to McLemore. Carter Williams. Dishes to Muhammad. He passes to Carter Williams. Shoots it up. The 19-footer is on the money. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Work pitch to Oladipo. Pass to Red Hot. Stolen by Len. Here's Carter Williams. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And that one's good.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
The Stars have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. The Elites leading by 14. Burke the pass to Red Hot. Fades back. Rebound the Stars. Muhammad's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Carter Williams. Noah. Nice defense from Noel. Here's Bennett. Lays it up and banks it in. Bennett's got 18 points in the game.
That rebound and the follow kind of typify what he's all about. Just gritty, determined play.
Pass to Red. It counts. And the foul. Bennett. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Mason Plumlee's checked in for the Stars. A little over 2. 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Carter Williams with it. 7 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. And the call will be against Red Hot. That's foul number 2 for him. Here is Plumlee. He dishes it to McLemore. Pass to Len. Clock at 6. Muhammad makes it off the glass. Muhammad's got 8 points.
That is a terrific effort on the shot. He's giving up a lot of size, but still finds a way to score.
I don't think that affected him in the least, though, Steve. I mean, he made it look like he was the bigger guy.
He kicks it to Burke. And there's the feed to Oladipo. The dish to Burke from deep. The Elites again can't hit it.
Well, you know, that's one thing they've been doing extremely well. Corralling those Karens.
It seems like not a whole lot else is going right for them, though.
You know, and the work he's been doing on the backboard, that's something to see.
And especially against this competition. I mean, he's showing he can bang down low.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. The Stars making a switch here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. The Elites have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. Now here's Carter Williams. 7 points in the game. Len sets a screen for Carter Williams. Muhammad defended by Caldwell Pope. He feeds it to Carter Williams. From deep. That's good. Carter Williams has got 10 points in the game.
You got to love the way he's competing out there, making believers out of these team reps.
Well, going back to his draft stock, I mean, he might be a guy who climbs up a bit come draft day.
Rejected by Dang.
Tough game for him.
Yeah, all the scouts watching, not the performance he was hoping for.
Now here's Carter Williams. Tight defense on him. And McLemore kicks to Carter Williams. Feeds to Muhammad. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Noel. Noel's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Burke kicks to Oladipo. There's the pass to Burke. The Elites with another miss.
And playing in front of all these scouts, there's some pressure to that.
But for most of these players, they're accustomed to the spotlight. I mean, they've been doing this for much of their young lives.
Now here's Len. 6 points for him.
It's been a nice game for Carter Williams. He's got 10 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, and you'd expect by the end of this game, I'm sure the numbers are going to look even better.
The Stars making a switch here. The Elites leading by 11. Here's Red Hot. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Red Hot's got 23 points. So it's the Stars now. Now here's McLemore. Kicks to Carter Williams. Gives him the lead pass. Plumlee, no luck. And the Elites with the possession. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Tipped away. It's stolen by McLemore. Dishes it to Plumlee. Passes it to Carter Williams. Leads him in there. Len. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, and the bounce pass was the key to the play.
And the shot's good from Red Hot. Red Hot's got 10 points now just in this quarter. Stolen. A floater. No good from Larkin.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
McLemore dishes to Carter Williams. Pass to Muhammad. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
He's a natural scorer with 3.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what the head coach for the Stars was trying to get across in their huddle. He was riding them pretty hard for the number of silly fouls they've committed in this game. He said, listen, we need to have some defensive discipline. Stop biting on the shot fakes, stop reaching in, and stop giving them free points at the free throw line. We'll see if they'll respond, guys.
And thank you for that, Doris. Red Hot in its small forward. Oladipo is out there with Burke. Then it's Noel. And it's Zeller in at the 4 slot. That's the group on the floor for the Elites. Now here's Burke. Hit his foot. And it's whistled a kick. Chang, he's checked in for Mason Plumlee. Here's Red Hot, defended by Muhammad. No good from Red Hot. The Stars trail by 8. McLemore, the pass to Carter Williams. Here's Dang. He passes to Muhammad. He dishes it to Carter Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Muhammad. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Muhammad's got 19 points.
Oh, man, they needed a run to get back into this game, and they got it.
And a good one, defensively and offensively. It's been a terrific stretch for him.
Here's Red Hot. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. He's got 27.
What a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
Well, both defenses have been on their heels all day, and it's begun to take its toll.
Now here's McLemore. Here's the 3. They get it back. Carter Williams from the arc, and that one's good. 22 points for Shabazz Muhammad.
They have a little extra mojo going here, a little extra pep in their step, more hustle in this second half. They're doing a much better job in terms of second chance points.
Here's Red Hot. Pass to Zeller. He kicks to Burke. The pass to Red Hot. From the corner. Len grabs the board. Len's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And McLemore kicks to Carter Williams. Defended by Burke. There's the dish to Muhammad. And the Stars, another 3.
Beautiful passes he's making to set up his teammates out there.
And that's something he'll definitely bring to the table for whichever team drafts him. I mean, his ability to make plays for other people.
You look around the gym, a lot of movers and shakers in attendance.
Yeah, you sure are. And if you want to be seen by an NBA front office, this is the place to be. It's just one game, and you've got their full attention.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for the Stars. McLemore dishes to Carter Williams. The feed to Plumlee. Kicks it to McLemore. He nails it, and we're tied up.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Passes it to Red Hot. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
No good on the second free throw.
At least they have the advantage, but if they don't get a stop here, that missed free throw could prove to be a killer.
McLemore, the pass to Muhammad. One-on-one fast break. Here's Red Hot. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Red Hot's got 15 points in just the second half. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Elites.
Boy, defensively, they've played with a high energy level, guys, and all the steals we've seen, really a result of that aggressiveness.
And, guys, the thing that jumps out at me is their block shots. I mean, they're playing up on the shooters tightly, and then they're sending them packing. I mean, putting those shots in reverse, all in a clear, good day's work. They've clearly been the better team on the glass, but it hasn't necessarily translated to the scoreboard yet.
But you feel like it's going to reward this team at some point. They've got to continue to maintain the energy.
And the Stars have possession. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. And McLemore kicks to Muhammad. Here's the break. Ball's going up court. Oladipo, good. Now it's a 7-point Elite lead
Their low post defense has to show some improvement, guys.
Yeah, of the last 10 points, Steve, 8 have come from in tight.
Carter Williams dishes to Muhammad. He feeds it to McLemore. Pass to Carter Williams. Shot clock at 6. Feeds it to McLemore. They need this. Burt grabs the miss.
It's like he's just trying to showcase his range, but he could probably get a better shot in that possession.
Yeah, he sure could. It doesn't do you any good if you miss it from that deep. Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
No, you got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside, force the ball back out in the perimeter, make them beat you from long range.
Here's Red Hot, defended by Muhammad. Dishes to Burke. And the pass to Red Hot. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Stars trail by 9. He dishes it to McLemore. The shot is off. Excellent D there from Cody Zeller.
Been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Here's Red Hot. Umley with the steal. Now here's Muhammad, defended by Zeller. Muhammad, no luck.
That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not. Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
Now Carter Williams. Pass to Len. It's tipped. Out of bounds. The Stars will take possession.
Not the kind of pass you want to be making right there. He's lucky it wasn't stolen.
The Stars trail by 9. And here is Carter Williams. He passes to McLemore. Drills it from outside.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
1:27 left in the game. Here's Red Hot. Off his foot. And they're saying he kicked the ball. .121 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Zeller, defended by Plumlee. And Oladipo kicks to Burke. The dish to Noel. Stolen by Len.
And in this quarter alone, guys, that's 5 points off turnovers.
Yeah, and it's hurting them, Steve. I mean, their lead is trickling away now. Some really terrific numbers from Muhammad. 25 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
Well, as long as he's continuing to make them, I think they should make him more of a focal point of this offense. I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second half, despite trailing in this game.
Well, you know, that's when you need to be most aggressive when you're down. Another good job of drawing contact and getting to the line.
Gets it to go.
You know, when you talk about size and explosiveness, this guy's definitely got the goods.
And that's part of why he's so highly regarded. I mean, he can make plays that other people simply can't.
Now here's McLemore. Again, the miss by the Stars.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
You know, even though he's bite-sized compared to the big man on the floor, he's done some really tall work on the board.
He kicks it to Len. Connects. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
The defenders have to be aware. They cannot allow him that position before he catches the ball.
You're exactly right, Steve. That is his domain.
A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
Now they've got to focus, make sure this is a good, solid possession. They can take control of this game.
Second one is good. We both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Perfectly done at the stripe there, and that brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
Carter Williams, the pass to Lamb. Good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
That lead pass allowed him to get straight to the hoop without losing any momentum.
And an intentional foul right there. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Not much time to work with. They need a basket here.
Yep, they've got to get a steal or foul to stop the clock.
And now they decide to foul intentional. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Waking up to action dust. I wipe my brow and I sweat my rust. I'm breaking in, shaping up. Then it's a revolution, I suppose. This is it, the apocalypse. Whoa.
Greetings, I'm the GM and Director of Player Personnel for the Detroit Pistons. We have the 8th pick of the draft and are looking for someone to be the face of our franchise. We'd like to ask you a couple questions and get a feel of how well you'd fit in with us. The team that we built here in Detroit was a rebuilding effort that didn't quite pan out. Obviously, it's difficult to predict the future, but I expect to see a fair amount of roster turnover as we work towards retooling the lineup for another rebuilding effort. How comfortable would you feel coming into a situation where the roster is in a state of flux?
Oh, that's not a problem for me at all. To me, that just says the people running the team want nothing less than titles. Plural. Titles. It'd be an honor for me to play for a team like that. I want to win, man. Badly.
Interesting. Next question. This is a question we ask all our potential draftees, and I want you to answer it as honestly as possible. Where do you see your career going? What do you hope to achieve out of your career? Ultimately, what do you want your legacy to be?
Wow. Okay. So I want my career to go wherever it takes me, as cliche as that sounds. Ultimately, I want to be the best basketball player and best team player I can be. At the end of the day, that's really all I can ever ask out of myself. I want to be remembered as someone who gave 110% every time he set foot on the court.
Thanks so much for your time. I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but we would be ecstatic if you're still on board when it's our turn to pick. Hello, and thanks for taking the time to answer my questions. We're picking 6th in the upcoming draft and are very interested in what you bring to the table. All right, let's get to it. Talk about what you have to improve on as you make the jump to the next level. We'd like to see what you think about your game as a whole.
Primarily my focus and being mentally tougher. I need to study the game and watch the players in front of me and learn. I also need to learn from the veteran guys so I can step in and contribute when my name is called.
Let's see, one more question, if you don't mind. Being in the NBA brings a lot of responsibilities, and some people just aren't ready for it, if you know what I mean. What are your plans once you get that first paycheck?
To be honest, that's something I haven't given much thought. Right now, I'm completely focused on my game and getting drafted in the lottery. Hopefully top 5, man. That'd be nice.
Okay, that's all I have. I love what I heard here. We would love to have you join us. We'll be in touch.
I know you just got done playing and probably want to catch a shower, so I'll keep this brief. I'm the GM of the Minnesota Timberwolves. We're picking 9th in the upcoming draft. We love what we saw in you and want to ask you some questions to see how well you'd fit in with us. Question number 1. Minneapolis is truly a beautiful city, but are you aware of just how brutally cold the winters are? We have freezing cold, we have snow, we have it all. I've seen players walk in telling me that nothing can stop them, only to be defeated by the weather. The gosh darn weather. Can you deal with these types of adverse conditions?
We play the games indoors, right? Yeah, I don't see weather being a problem for me at all. Basketball is basketball, and to me, weather has no part in that. My lifestyle's laid back. I don't see that affecting me in any way, shape, or form.
All right then, one more. If you were a GM, where would you draft yourself in this draft?
Honestly, I don't care about any of that. I want to play for your team, whatever pick it is. To me, it's not about going number 1 or going in the lottery. I want to go to a team that is a great fit for me, and I definitely think you guys fit that bill for me.
That's great. Those answers were music to our ears. With any luck, you'll fall to us in the draft.
Good evening and welcome to the 2013 NBA Draft. For 60 of the world's most talented and dedicated young players, tonight marks the culmination of years of hard work as their dream of playing in the NBA moves closer to reality. To all of the fans watching around the world and to those here with us tonight, thank you for joining us. And now to the task at hand. With the first pick in the 2013 NBA Draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select
Anthony Bennett of Toronto, Canada, and the University of Nevada, Las Vegas.
With the second pick in the 2013 NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select
Victor Oladipo of Indiana University.
With the third pick in the 2013 NBA Draft, the Washington Wizards select Otto Porter from Georgetown University. With the fourth pick in the 2013 NBA Draft, the Charlotte Bobcats select Cody Zeller from Indiana University. With the fifth pick in the 2013 NBA Draft, the Phoenix Suns select Alex Len from the University of Maryland. With the sixth pick in the 2013 NBA Draft,
the New Orleans Pelicans, yes, the New Orleans Pelicans,
select
Nerlens Noel from the University of Kentucky.
With the seventh pick in the 2013 NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select
Ben McLemore from the University of Kansas.
With the eighth pick in the 2013 NBA Draft, the Detroit Pistons select Kentavious Caldwell-Pope from the University of Georgia. With the ninth pick in the 2013 NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select the 20-year-old small forward from Morehead State University.
Our season has returned.
It's been a long time. Been a long time coming. It's life or death with me, man. But you know, there's no turning back now. This is what makes me. This is what I am.
Feel me?
You can hate me now,
QB,
but I won't stop now. Cause I can't stop now.
brave heart.
You can hate me now.
Come on.
You can hate me now. Stop now.
Brave heart.
You can hate me now.
Come on. Hate the money I see, clothes that I buy, ice that I wear, flows that I try. Close your eyes, picture me rolling, sixes, money folding, chickens, honeys that swollen, the richest, knives get in ya. Most critically acclaimed Pulitzer Prize winner, best storyteller, thug narrator, my style's greater, model data, big threat to a lot of you haters. Commentators ringside try watching my paper, almost a decade, quite impressive. Most of the best is in the essence, but it's rap stuff that I stand for, expanding more to the big screen. Bill Gates dreams, but it seems you'd rather see me in jail with state dreams. Want me off the scene fast, but good things last. Like your favorite MC, still making some mean cash. First rapper to bring a platinum plaque back to the projects, but you still wanna hate? Be my guest, I suggest.
Money is power. I got millions of thugs on salary.
Do it now.
You can hate me now,
I won't stop.
but I won't stop now.
Can't stop.
Cause I can't stop now.
You can hate me.
You can hate me now,
Do it now.
but I won't stop now.
Come on.
Cause I can't stop now.
Come on.
You can hate me now.
Do it now.
You can hate me now.
Do it now. I told you, do it now.
Let's go.
You wanna hate me, then hate me. What can I do but keep getting money? Funny, I was just like you. I had to hustle hard, never give up until I made it. Now y'all saying that's a clever. Nothing to play with, hate on me. I blew, but I'm the same OG. People warn me, when you on top, there's envy. Took my people out the hood, but you doubt on us. Saying we left the hood, but can't get it out of us. My bad, should I step on my shoes, give them to you? Here's my cars in my house, you can live in that too. Criticize when I flow for the street. Hate my dress code, Gucci this, Fendi that. What you expect, yo? Nickname Esco. Took this game to its threshold. Best flow, I bet the whole US know. Try to make it like you the realest, but who the illest? Think we all know the answer to that. Cause feel us, right? You think I'ma come this far and let you do it now?
You can hate me now,
I won't stop.
but I won't stop now.
Now,
Cause I can't stop now.
do it now.
You can hate me now,
I hate you too.
but I won't stop now.
You can hate me now.
Cause I can't stop now. You can hate me now.
You can hate
Do
me
it
now.
now.
You can hate me now.
Do it now.
I like this. I like the way this feels. Let's go.
It's a thin line between paper and hate. Friends and snakes, growing old on early grade. All of the pearly gates. I was destined to come, predicted. Blame God, he blew breath in my lungs. Second to none. Wicked turn wives to widows. Through satin pillows, the desolate one. Took a little time to claim my spot. Chairman of the board until this game stopped. And I side with the Lord. Ride for the cause while driving out my doors. Plotting, I'm sure they catch me with they to my jaws. Tried. But I flipped on these ducks. Instead of me, ambulances were picking them up. People fear what they don't understand, hate what they can't conquer. Guess it's just the fury of man became a monster, on top of the world, never falling. I'm as real as they come, from day one, forever balling. Come on, it won't stop. It won't stop. Never.
You can hate me now,
Come on,
but I won't stop now. Cause I can't stop now.
now, now,
You can hate me now,
now,
I hate you too.
now.
but I won't stop now.
Come
You
on,
can hate me now.
Cause I can't stop now.
hate me now.
You can hate me now.
You can hate me now.
You can hate me now. You can hate me now.
Come on,
You
people,
can hate me now.
But I won't stop now.
But I won't
Come
stop
on.
now. Stop now.
it ain't gonna never
I
stop,
can't
y'all.
Stop. Can't stop.
Doesn't mean I didn't get what I deserve. For better and worse, I just got lost. Every river that I tried to cross, every door I ever tried was locked. Oh, and I'm just waiting till the shine wears off. You might be a big fish in a little pond. Doesn't mean you won, 'cause along may come a bigger one, and you'll be lost. Every river that you try to cross. Oh, and I'm just waiting till the shine wears off. I'm just waiting till the shine wears off. Oh, I'm just waiting till the shine wears off.
Turn up the lights in here, baby. Extra bright, I want y'all to see this. Turn up the lights in here, baby. You know what I need. Want you to see everything. Want you to see all of the lights. Fast cars, shooting stars. All of the lights, all of the lights. Until it's safe and sad, they really are. All of the lights. If you want it, you can get it for the rest of your life. If you want it, you can get it for the rest of your life.
Something wrong, I hold my head. MJ gone. Something wrong, she called the feds. I did that time and spent that bread. I'm headed home, I'm almost there. I'm on my way, headed up the stairs. To my surprise, I had to take them to that ghetto university. The lights, top lights, flashlights, spotlights, strobe lights, street lights. All of the lights, all of the lights. Fast lights, flashlights, spotlights, rock life every night. All of the lights.
Turn up the lights in here, baby. Extra bright, I want y'all to see this. Turn up the lights in here, baby. You know what I need. Want you to see everything. Want you to see all of the lights.
Something wrong, I hold my head. Her mother, brother, grandmother hate me in that order. Public visitation, we met at borders. Told her she'd take me back, I'll be more supportive. I made mistakes, I bumped my head in court drive. I spent that bread. She need a daddy. Baby, please, can't let her grow up in that ghetto university. Lights, top lights, flashlights, spotlights, strobe lights, street lights. All of the lights, all of the lights. Fast lights, flashlights, spotlights, rock life every night. All of the lights in here, baby. Extra bright, I want y'all to see this. Turn up the lights in here, baby. You know what I need, want you to see everything. Want you to see all of the lights.
Get in mind, baby. Gotta let you. Yeah. Get it right, baby. You should go and get your own. Get in mind, baby. Gotta let you. Yeah. Get it right, baby. You should go and get your own. Turn up the lights in your baby. Extra bright, I want y'all to see this. Turn up the lights in your baby. You know what I need. Want you to see everything. Want you to see all of the lights. I tried to tell you, but all I could say is I tried to tell you, but all I could say is I tried to tell you, but all I could say I tried to tell you, but all I could say.
Yeah, baby, this is where it all starts. Let's get out there and ball.
And boy, you can just hear the excitement. What a moment indeed. And welcome everyone to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Hello and welcome everyone to another exciting edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. This is Kevin Harlan. And now we take a brief check at the matchups. Our starting five for both teams. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. The Magic head coach and I had a chance to talk just for a bit. He said they've really got their work cut out for them dealing with a player like Kevin Love, saying he's a 25 points per game scorer and can just dominate the glass. Defensively, you just can never leave him open. No open shots. Get a body on him the second a shot goes up. He knows it's easier said than done, but guys, that's the game plan.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Here's Red Hot. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Red Hot with his first bucket in the NBA. What a feeling he's got to have right now. He feeds it to Oladipo. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. In low to Martin. Gets the bucket.
So the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest of it seemed easy.
58 seconds left in the first quarter. Price outside. Turkoglu dishes to Harkless. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. And Oladipo kicks to Price. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Turkoglu. That one off the back iron and out. Timberwolves leading by 3. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. No good from Red Hot.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Price kicks to Oladipo. The dish now to Turkoglu. And there's the feed to Oladipo. Oladipo off the pick from Axial. At the line, Orlando. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. Here's Red Hot, defended by Nicholson. No good from Red Hot.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. And they were right in his face.
And so in the game for the Magic, Oladipo and Harkless at the 2 and the 3. Andrew Nicholson out there with Jason Maxiell, and it's Price in at the point guard position. Lock at 6. Maxiell with a screen on Martin. Fires from deep, and that one's good. Oladipo's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
Pass to Red. Gets it to go.
His presence is very comforting for this team. He's kind of a fallback option for them anytime they need it.
And so here's Orlando. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
I didn't like the defensive game plan they had going into that one. It just seemed out of whack. The matchups were wrong, and they didn't bring the energy necessary either.
You know, it was befuddling to me why they stuck with that, Steve. I mean, they dug themselves a hole, and then they didn't make the changes they should have to get out of it. Didn't make any good adjustments there.
Even though that it's with those two games, there wasn't a whole lot of drama to the series, given the struggles, Clark, that each team went through.
Yeah, you know what? The networks were not clamoring to put these teams on the marquee. That's for sure. These games were being hidden, if you will.
Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Orlando. Here's Red Hot. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know, the Wolves were devastated by injuries last year, guys, but they still did all right up here in Minneapolis. 20-21 at home. Not great, but considering the injuries, a pretty solid home record.
And Orlando making a change here. Vucevic is checked in. And back to Minnesota, they were a sneaky pick to get into the playoffs at the beginning of last year, but so much can change in the course of a season, Steve. Namely injuries for the Timberwolves.
No doubt. You know, Kevin Love going down, I mean, that hurt them. Ricky Rubio in and out of the lineup. But there's no question when you look at the roster, some of the moves they made in the offseason, it's a pretty talented team.
Kept alive. Out to Price. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Davis. Now, here's Rubio. He's got 10. Here's Red Hot. The baseline J. Rebound by the Magic. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Orlando's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, gentlemen, there has been a changeover in the front office for the Timberwolves, and it seems to be one that star Kevin Love is happy with. Previously, he publicly commented on a lack of support, a feeling that his hand injury had been questioned, and he questioned whether there was a clear plan for a team that had long been mired in a rebuild.
And now, brought to you by Sprint. And it's the Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
There's a minute left in the third quarter of the game. Harkless with the screen for Davis. Now, here is Nelson. D right on him. Nelson, right side. Here's Davis. Rebound by Shved. Timberwolves leading by 7.
I'd like to see them go 2 for 1 here.
I would, too. They need to make this a quick possession and a fruitful one, too.
Right hot. He's in a power forward. J.J. Barea is out there with Alexei Shved. Then there's Buddy. And it's Johnson in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Nelson kicks to Oladipo. He passes to Davis. Nelson outside. Shot clock at 6. Oladipo. No good from outside. Now here's Johnson. The 15-footer got it off in time, but it's no good. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points.
All right. It's a Halloween broadcast.
The Timberwolves shooting straight 49% from the field. And so in the game for the Magic, at the 2 and 3, it's Oladipo and Tobias Harris. Davis at the 4 and Vucevic at the 5. And it's Nelson in at the 1. Nelson off the pick from Davis. Nelson, the pass to Davis. Harris and Vucevic kicks to Nelson. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Just 5 on the clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 3-4-second violation. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Tries to keep it alive. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Guys, untidy. You've got to value the possession of the basketball.
Yeah, I know you agree with that, Steve.
No, totally. You got to play with control and composure, Kevin.
Here's Red Hot, and the shot is good.
Terrific job taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And, Steve, I thought those fans, those home fans, gave this team a big lift all game. A lot of positive energy in the building.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here.
You've just played your first official NBA game. Did things go as you expected?
Yeah, I think it went okay. I wasn't out there a whole lot, but I tried to make some things happen when I was given the chance. It feels good to be a part of this team, and I'm looking forward to the opportunity to, continue to prove myself. I know I can be an asset here, so I got to make sure I take advantage of every chance I get.
When was the last time you got to be 100% real, y'all? I don't want y'all holding back nothing. Who do we think we are? Baby, tell me, who do we think we are? We came out of magic. It's the only way we know. Let's keep the night fantastic. Light it up, tell people, explode. We love the stars. We could fall so hard. We love the lace, the jewels, the house, the cars. Why we fall so hard? Yeah, 'cause I'm not afraid to fly. Here we are in the air, barely breathing.
The crowd is assembled here at the Target Center in Minneapolis, looking for the Timberwolves to have a victory here on their home floor. And we've got it for you live, right here on 2K Sports. A quick check now at the starting lineups for both teams. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Lamb. Here's Ibaka. It's blocked.
Steve, they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, it's impressive, too. Clark's already gotten them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
Here's Red Hot. Good on the baseline jam. And Steve and Clark, what do you make of his comments to the media after their last game?
You know, playing in your first game is an eye-opening experience, to say the least. I mean, everything moves 100% faster than anything you've been part of before. College and preseason help you prepare, but there's no substitute for the real thing.
No question, Clark. I remember going from preseason to the regular season. It was such a jump in intensity. It really startled me. I mean, preseason's pretty simple, pretty easy. All of a sudden, the regular season starts and everybody's going, as you said, 100% faster.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should really continue to work it down low, Clark. That's really going to free up the rest of their offense.
Outside Westbrook. 5 on the clock. And Serge Ibaka, the bucket on the assist by Westbrook. And that's now 6 points for Serge Ibaka.
You know, one thing with Scott Brooks, guys, he's very consistent with his message. You listen in on those timeouts. It's all about getting stops. Defense, 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 and letting their offense come from that.
Brewer, the pass to Reddick. From outside, off the mark. Love with the buckets.
You see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket.
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
And Clark, you mentioned Brooks' single-mindedness. He stayed pretty constant with his rotations, too.
And there's no doubt players appreciate knowing their role, but, you know, a lot of critics have been surprised at how Brooks has stuck to his lineups. Some lineups that didn't seem to be all that effective. You know, his usual starting lineup with Cephalosha and Perkins on the floor hasn't been their best in terms of plus-minus, but Brooks very loyal to his starting group.
Passes it to Reddick. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Threw it down with authority.
Oh, he can really fly. And you combine that, Clark, with some of the nice penetration, too, and you've got an easy 2 points.
Yeah, that's good stuff there. He's able to play well above the rim, but the execution really got him that look.
Westbrook kicks to Ibaka. Back to Westbrook from outside the arc. Good on the shot. Westbrook's got 5 now.
No, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Rubio dishes to Martin. He kicks to Love. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one at the line is good.
Well, let's take a look at how Oklahoma City ranked in the league last year. First in blocks, first in free throw percentage, and they were ranked 3rd in team scoring. This team knows how to score the ball, entertaining at the offensive end.
And the thing that really jumps out at me when you talk about all those stats, Clark, is the blocks, because number 1 in the league, obviously really protecting the paint. They had good length, a lot of depth, and the overall team defense, the rotations was really solid because we saw players across their roster blocking shots.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, red hot in at power forward. J.J. Barea is out there with Alexei Shved. Then there's Budding. And it's Pekovic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Fisher against Budinger. Stolen by Budinger. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
As you know, guys, Kevin Durant was the runner-up to LeBron James in MVP voting last season. Elite company, but for Durant, it's not good enough. He said, quote, "I've been second my whole life. I was the second best player in high school. I was the second pick in the draft. I've been second in the MVP voting 3 times. I came in second in the finals. I'm tired of being second." And as for his friendship with LeBron, Durant said, "I'm not taking it easy on him. Guys, sounds like he's taking no prisoners this season."
A scary thought. Thanks, Doris.
Nikola Pekovic, guys, out of Montenegro, a super physical 6'11" big man. I mean, he is a battering ram offensively. He's a terrific offensive rebounder, can score around the rim, doesn't shy away from contact. And when he gets to the line, he knocks him down pretty well for a big guy. This guy, I tell you what, he's going to be one of the best big men in the league in the next few years. I don't think there's any question about it.
Fisher, the pass to Gomes. All sorts of time. But they get it back. And Roberson kicks to Gomes. Feeds it to Collison. Ball's knocked loose. Gomes with it. Now guarded by Red Hot. Fisher with the ball. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Utah Jazz. Gomes misses. Going back to Pekovic, Clark, offensively, he is a real presence. Defensively, not great, but Steve solid.
Well, he's not explosive. He's physical, but, you know, he is a good rebounder, and most importantly, he wants to mix it up down there. He's a presence, and I think that's one of the reasons he's become such a good player in this league.
And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
Yeah, and I've noticed also that their quick hands have led to a lot of forced turnovers. They're getting some points in transition as a result.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Kendrick Perkins, he's checked in for Collison. Baca comes in for Ryan Gomes. Kevin Durant's checked in for Roberson. And Jeremy Lamb subbing. Cephalosha off a pick from Ibaka. 29 seconds left in the first half. Ibaka right side. Lamb, they need this. And he hits the jump shot. Lamb's got 4 this quarter. Here's Red Hot. He's coming off a 10-point game against Orlando. It could go. A sensational shot at the buzzer.
And perfectly timed. Couldn't have done it any better.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
And it's a good one. Go.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Here's Red Hot. 12 points for him. Leads him in there for the lead. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. So the Thunder 5 right now. We've got Reggie Jackson. Ryan Gomes is out there with Roberson. Then it's Jeremy Lamb. And it's Ibaka in its center. And here we go. Fast break. Berea's got it. And Pekovic throws it down. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Minnesota.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And I'll tell you, the other thing that's been a factor is the transition game. They're scoring a lot of points on the fast break.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Pekovic with the screen for Brew. Here's Red Hot. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Very effective screen to set up the jumper. That was the key to that play.
27 seconds left in the third. Now here's Jackson. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. There's the feed to Gomes. Fires the 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Pekovic has got 9 rebounds now tonight. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be much of a challenge for them in that game. It seemed like they scored at will.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, you got to freeze the clock. That's the enemy of this situation.
A few misses at the line, and they're in good shape.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Rubio and Martin manning the backcourt. Big men, Love and Pekovic. And it's Red Hot in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And Ibaka slams it in.
Up and in with force after the offensive rebound. I like that tenacity.
Yeah, he is so sturdy. He just battles for every rebound.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. In both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Man, you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and polish it off.
From downtown, it's money from deep. to come out on top here.
The team really had to earn that win tonight. How did it feel there at the end with the outcome still in question?
It was a tight game there at the end, man, that's for sure. These are the kind of situations you prepare for, though, and it's a testament to this team that we were able to pull out the W. Not every win is going to come easy, and this was just one of those that, you have to work a little harder for. No harm in that. This is the kind of game that could really make a difference come playoff time.
When was the last time you got to be 100% real, y'all? I don't want y'all holding back nothing.